Hey, I just wanted to make this really quick video so this idea doesn't get lost. I've mentioned it a couple of times. I used to do this in a program called TradeStation where you can program it. I had to hire a programmer, and then it ran into a whole thing where the programmer started partnering with me because he thought it was a good idea, and we hired these, and then we got all this money, and we were trading it, and we were making crazy amounts of money. It wasn't my money, but it was hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, and they were trading larger sizes, but it would still be in the tens of thousands a month, even at the probably the level that we could do it. It could be done in Thinkorswim, I think, or whatever, but a robotic platform might be better. But anyway, I just wanted to show that how this week how it would have worked. And so I'm just going to do it really fast. It's not options. It could be anything, actually, that you can buy and sell with very little slippage. I just thought this MES is perfect because it's guaranteed it only slips a quarter, and that ends up being $1.25. And the commissions are cheap, pretty cheap. It's $5. It's $2.50 in, $2.50 out. So it's $2.50 in, $2.50 out, and slippage of $1.25 in and $1.25 out. So it's pretty much exactly $5. It's like a little under $5, $4.80 something cents. But just call it $5. So that's the slippage. Okay, so the whole idea is on the trade that and I'm showing, this is last week how it would have worked. So 9:30 in the morning. It started up. You can tell it started around 31.65. You just wait to whichever $10 point it hits first, 31.60, 31.70, because it's just easier to do on the tens. So 31.60 or 31.70. So you just wait at 31.60. Now you're gonna do this on both sides. So you can do it and it's probably easier to do it on two accounts. But you got a short and a long side. So here's the short. So here the algorithm is simple. It is whenever the very first one's a little different when you just get in on both. But after that, every time it moves from a 31.70 to 31.60 or 31.60 to 31.50 or 31.50 to 31.40, every time it moves one of those, you get it. You go short one contract, and then you have a trailing stop on each one that actually gets changed on every 10. So for example, you got in short here, and you immediately got knocked out because it's 10 points. So you got in short here, goes to 31.70, you got knocked out. You don't get in again until it goes down 10. So it goes down 10 again from 30. So you get in again here, and it goes back up, and you get knocked out. Okay, so fine. So you don't get out. You just stay. You wait till it goes down 10. It goes down 10 again here. Okay, so you're in again. Now when it goes to here, you get into another one, but this one, number 3 it's on a trailing stop. So now you know that because once you hit here, number 3 is going to be at break even at worst because if it backed up, you get out. So basically for every time you go 10, you move the trailing stop up 10. So look, so what happens here is you're at the third position. Okay, you got in here because it moved down. Fourth, you got in here. The fifth one, had it gone to there, you would have gotten to a sixth one, but it didn't. So it turns around, you go back up, and since it didn't go down here, that didn't trigger anything. And so when it goes back up, you got knocked out of the fifth one because it backed up 10. The fourth one because it went down is a trailing stop, and the third one because it went down at the trailing stop. So you can see the third one made like $50. The fourth one broke even. The fifth one lost $50 in this case. So that's the algorithm. So you can see how it works. So again, so you're going up, it falls, and when it's going up, you're not shorting. So you're not getting. Once you get knocked out, you're not getting in again until it does one of these. It did that. You're in at 6. You're in at 7. You're in at 8, and then it backs up, and you get knocked out. And so this keeps happening over and over and over, and you just follow the logic all the way through. So that's what happens on the short side. Now on the long side, it's the same thing. You both get in the first time, but then you just follow the logic all the way through. And again, you only get in a new one when you traversed a 70 to an 80 or a 60 to a 70 and so on. And every time it backs up on you, you get out with a trailing stop. So you get out at 10, or if it's gone 20 in your direction, and it backs up, is 10, and so on. So you can see what happens. And so here is the combination. So look, on the same trade, you're in one account, only shorting, and you made $350, and then the commissions are a lot, so you made $220, and on the other account, only going long, you made $400, but you paid. But there's cheaper commissions at other brokerages like Tastyworks and stuff. But anyway, I just wanted to say, so like in both, you could do it. Now, if you did it in one account, it'd be cheaper, and it'd be more complicated. But you'd have to do it you have to do it robotically probably. It'd be a lot. You could save on commission because they cancel. There'd be times where you'd be in 0 contracts, and be times you'd be in 1 if you put it all in one account. Just in different groups, in a long group and a short group. But the logic's pretty simple, and often you don't have to move that fast. But I don't know that we could. I just wanted to put that out there. I've done it before. Might have to hire a programmer to do it, whatever. But it's a freaking crazy moneymaker. It's just you gotta do it right. But okay, just making that point. And it gave me the idea for the next trade I'm gonna do, that I'm gonna show. Okay.